Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently trading at 61,034, down 0.63%. Ethereum up 0.54% to 4322. My goal is to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, and also gain real wealth in the process. I've hidden knowledge gems throughout this video. Unless you watch to the end, you'll miss them. See how many you can find. Rule 774. Master yourself to master the market. There's a secret to mastering yourself. That is to know that you're worthy and unique. You deserve kindness, love, meaning, and every success in life. You also deserve kindness, inner and outer peace, fulfillment, meaning, purpose, empathy and love, health, and so many other things, as well as financial security. Just as cryptos have a trend, we also have a life trend. Our focus inside our community is on the trend of real wealth. Real wealth is much more than money. It's about integrity, decency, kindness, authenticity, fulfillment, and meaning, all the things that give a life substantial value and meaning. I'd like to say thank you to Gareth, who shared a quote on YouTube I thought was just beautiful. Gareth said, his son said, "Dad, when I grow up, I'm going to be rich." And it just came out of Gareth's mouth. Real wealth is self-mastery and inner and outer peace, son. What a beautiful thing to say. That's so magnificent, Gareth. And Gareth said, I thought you'd like that, Ken. I absolutely do. But actually, Gareth says, I decided I need to talk to him more about this more often. Thanks for reminding us every day what's important. I add health to the top of the list, by the way. Fantastic, Gareth. I'd love to share more stories like this with our community. If you have something like this and you would like to share with our community, please write it as a comment on YouTube. Turning to the KS model, which is a crypto technical trading model based on institutional price psychology, we can see we're in the bull market psychology segment of the current bull market run. We're just starting to peak above here. If we go back to previous cycles, we can see that the bull markets have an exponential blow off top. That is what we're looking for. Before the KS model, people used to compare bull market psychology to bear market psychology, as all price is psychologically driven. Bull market psychology and bull market prices are built on optimism and hope. Bear market prices are built on basically enormous fear, depression, and anxiety. They are incomparable psychological states. Before the KS model, people were looking at particular price action and comparing sunshine to darkness or to dawn in terms of consolidation. Now, the crypto market looks at institutional price psychology with a different lens. Another key point to note is that the 2012 halving cycle, the bull market in that period lasted 367 days. This is this blue dot. When we go forward to the 2016 halving cycle bull run, the 2012 halving cycle finished about here, and people thought, well, it's all over. Instead, there was a 43% increase in cycle length. It went much longer than anybody anticipated. What's happening here in the current cycle? We can see that the 2012 halving cycle would have finished when we had that massive sell-off. The 2016 halving cycle would have finished here, this green dot, and we are estimating that the 2020 halving cycle in the bull run will finish around May of 2022. I'm estimating at the moment that the bull market will finish on the 25th of May 2022. Depending on the prices reached in the bull market, the bear market low will be between $43,320 and $72,900. I'd like to share a really cool video with you from Bitcoin, Wicked Smart Bitcoin. This popped up in Twitter. last night. What a fantastic piece of artwork this is. This is measuring the price distribution by days. Look at that. It's just magnificent stuff. You can see Bitcoin goes up exponentially, and we expect that to continue. Just a fantastic animation. Just a really fascinating thing. You can see the bull markets and the bear markets playing out. And here we can see the price range between $10,000 to $100,000. Well done, wicked smart Bitcoin. Our path to the top is going to be pretty turbulent. It's not going to be straight up like a rocket. When people say rocket to the moon, they don't realize that the rocket needs to refuel in midair many times on the way up. This can be terrifying for a lot of people. We can expect 20, 30, 40% decreases in price. It's really important that you focus on your downside risk and just have a strategy in play. What will you do if price decreases 40%? That's a lot of money. A 40% decrease will catch a lot of people off guard. This is why inside our community we make in advance probabilistic choices. We know what we're going to do based on how price moves. If price moves in the direction we want, we take advantage of it. If price doesn't move in the direction we wish, we have a strategy for that as well. Turning to Bitcoin's technical analysis, Bitcoin is currently trading at 61,106, just down here under resistance. A little bit of time ago, it was seeking to make its way above resistance. And on Twitter I said, come on everybody, send it some love. Bitcoin needs some love to get above this resistance. Oh, poor old Bitcoin, it didn't get enough love. We need to send it love today to see how it goes. Come on Bitcoin, you can do it. Now, what do we notice from the technicals of this chart? We had a ramp up to price discovery levels. A lot of resistance overhead pushed the price down. We maintained positive price momentum and got over that resistance. There was another level of resistance, this blue line. We got over that, but price came down. What do we see here? It's consolidating. It's moving horizontally. That's good. We don't want it to move down. Well, it's not bad that it moves down. It just allows us to acquire cheaper crypto. Acquiring cheaper crypto is always a wonderful thing, but seeing those paper profits grow is equally as enjoyable. There are a number of potential headwinds. The Evergrande situation is still playing out. The FOMC meeting on November the 3rd, where tapering will be discussed. November the 16th is a positive. That's the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade. Mt. Gox rehabilitation, where $8.9 billion worth of Bitcoin will be released back to holders. Janet Yellen's unrealized capital gains tax on 700 billionaires. The debt ceiling on December the 3rd. And always the SEC is at it with crypto lawsuits. These are potential headwinds, but we know we're in the right phase of the market. It's also important to take a longer term perspective. Fidelity Investments put out the Bitcoin stock to flow model and said that they estimate that Bitcoin will reach $1 million per Bitcoin from 2026 onwards and expect 10 million per Bitcoin from 2030 onwards. There's a fixed supply of 21 million Bitcoin. As adoption grows and grows and grows, these estimates of figures would be very likely. There are good levels of support with Bitcoin at 59,394, 56,909 and 52,658 if we get a bit of a long wick down. But what are the main markets doing? When we look at the VIX, that's the fear market, or fear gauge of the stock market. That's funny. Okay. When we look at the VIX, we can see fear is leaving the market. And we noticed that the NASDAQ 100, the technology index that's most closely aligned to Bitcoin, we can see it's going up. That's really good. There's confidence in the market. If Evergrande was a problem, we would expect to have seen a breakdown and certainly not to have got over the previous high. That's really, really positive. We can see that the US dollar currency index, the DXY, is actually increasing at the moment. Bond prices are increasing. Bond yields are decreasing, but they're starting to kick up a little. Gold is on its way up. Go gold, you can do it. Poor old gold's just been hammered recently, for sure. Light crude oil is continuing its march up, but it's now under resistance. We can conclude from that the S&P 500, the stock market index gauge, up 40%. Things are looking good. We can see gold down 5%, but we know it's actually on the way up. And Bitcoin is up 343% for the past 12 months. So things are looking relatively healthy in the market. Ethereum is currently trading at 43.24. We can see the power of Ethereum is outweighing the power of Bitcoin, even though they're moving in the same direction with the same directional bias. It's looking quite good for Ethereum. It's certainly much stronger than Bitcoin. If we're looking at particular support levels, we have support at 42.03, 41.66, 40.30, 39.35, and very strong down at 36.49. Ethereum's price action is very positive for the crypto market. It shows underpinning strength. We've had a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum's price action. Looking at Binance Coin is going up. This is often a really good sign. Binance is an exchange. BNB is an exchange token. When we look at BNB, we can see when it goes up, it tends to be a precursor to the main market going up. This is a really good sign. Cardano, poor old ADA. What is ADA doing? It's literally sleeping. Come on, ADA, get it together. Get over that resistance. We all want ADA to do well. Why not? XRP is also getting towards overcoming its resistance. Solana is a powerhouse, consolidating very, very nicely. We would expect another push up. We can already see DOT is pushing through. Well done, DOT. Poor old DOGE. It's come down. It wanted to party, but the party police were called in and pushed it back to support. And DOGE is saying, I'm at support. I'm getting stronger. I'm going to party again. Looking at the next day, we can see Algo consolidating above support. That looks really interesting. With SHIB, we did an analysis in the previous episode. 30 to 40% drops happen all the time in SHIB. Just be mentally prepared if that occurs and know what you're going to do. With Luna is continuing its march upwards, looks really healthy. Uni still under resistance. AVAX consolidating above support. Chainlink making its way back. Go Chainlink. Litecoin just slowly progressing. And poor old Bitcoin Cash. What's happened to Bitcoin Cash? Having a look at the next day, we can see Stellar is still under resistance. Come on, Stellar, get it together. Ooh, look at MATIC. MATIC is looking very nice. Got upward support, a lot of momentum. MATIC looks good. Cosmos, Atom. What do we see with Atom? It's very spiky, isn't it? But it's starting to get above this level of resistance over here. It could start to do quite well. Let's have a look at Filecoin. Filecoin still just a little bit in the resistance zone, but starting to peak out. Good on your File. ICP. Ooh, ICP is starting to make some degree of progress. It's ahead of Filecoin. We've been looking at ICP and Filecoin as following each other. Axie Infinity coming back to support. Ooh, very interesting. FTT. We can see FTT basically just consolidating at the moment. but it's in an upward direction here. It's got some support. And we can see Tron just horizontally, just consolidating at the moment. Each day we do this analysis, we're looking deep into the engine of crypto. It's fantastic to get this level of detail. It will hold you in a very powerful position. Ethereum Classic, we can see it's just consolidating around the price it is at the moment, but it has upward support. Phantom, FTM, doing really well, coming back to a support level. That's looking very interesting. I always say that it's good to focus on potentially 3 to 5 things. So when you look through this analysis, perhaps you can make a list of your top 3. And you may be an investor, you may be a trader, or you may be a gambler. So from that perspective, you can say trader, I think, Phantom, and you could name 2 others. Or investor, you may say ADA, Filecoin, whatever it is. You can just look through these things, and it's really, really good to do that. Please let me know in the comments section on YouTube. Theta token, making its way up. Go Theta. H-bar looking very nice as well. You can see there's so many opportunities in the market, and this is the same in bear markets as well. There's always opportunity everywhere. Tezos, just a little bit weak at the moment. Cake, poor old Cake. Cake needs some love. We look at the price, it's way below resistance. But things can turn around really quickly, as we know in the crypto market. EGLD, Elron, looking good, making its way up. Monero, starting to cross over resistance, finding a level of support, resuming back off there. Go Monero! Turning to the next date, what we're about here is pattern recognition and also getting familiar with what crypto does. And you see it playing out on so many charts. For example, Aave. When Bitcoin was tanking, Aave was going off like a rocket, and then the party police were called to Aave's party and they shut it down. I think they imprisoned the people who were doing it. Look at poor old Aave, it got just absolutely smashed, but it's coming back and hugging support. Oh, it's getting its love. It's getting ready to rock and roll again. We have an upward channel of support. This shows a lot of latent demand. Really good to know. I've often said that sharp spikes tend to reverse, so we've got to be a little bit careful. But of course, we've got to be in the market. You've got to be in it to win it, as they say. Let's have a look at EOS. EOS getting above this resistance, turn to support, consolidating at the moment. It's getting there. The graph, GRT, has been doing really well. It's continuing its upward momentum. We know about Aave, go Aave, and we can see flow starting to turn around. You notice the similarities in some of these charts. What does flow look like? What does that particular thing remind you of? It's always really interesting to compare and contrast different graphs. It's not so much as to where the price is, it's to what the momentum is doing. We look at Rune, it's partying hard. Go for it, Rune. IOTA is basically turning around. It's tending to consolidate, but it's got upward momentum. Quant, which is all about interoperability, we can see it's consolidating through this area. KSM, Kusama, is making its way up. It hit this level of support, got its power, and bounced. Having a look at some community favorites, we can see Veracity, VRA, doing really, really well. Well done, VRA. Also, Icon is taking off as well. Fantastic news. Look at HOT. HOT has gone a little bit cold. It looks like the party police were called in on HOT and it just sort of backed off away, but it's done it before, and we can see that this particular chart has got a lot of bullish momentum. Cody is getting up there. Well done. Multivac is coming back to support. Chili's is coming back to support as well and has bounced. It has the market's attention. Loopring, look at Loopring. Loopring has gone loopy. It's fantastic. Well done, LRC holders. We can see that LRC has just rocketed up. Fantastic. CRV is actually just below this particular support line. I believe it's coming back to around the $4 mark. Let's hope that support holds before it makes its way up again. I think we should keep our eye on the metaverse. Having a look at Mana. Mana, ooh, it's doing really well. Look at that, it's rocketed up and consolidating very nicely. I would suggest another leg is at hand. Come on, Bitcoin, don't prove us wrong. You need to go up for that to happen. Axie Infinity is consolidating well. I know we went through Axie Infinity before, but these are metaverse projects. We can see Engine Coin. Ooh, Engine is looking nice. These spikes can indicate that there is power waiting in the wings to come in and to buy. That's what we want. We want to ride that positive momentum. We can have a look at SLP. SLP is smooth love potion. It's used with Axie Infinity. We can see that SLP has not been performing too well, but it looks like it's breaking above that resistance. Go SLP. SLP needs some love. Looking at Sand, wow, this is fantastic. Sand's power has resumed off. A lot of attention here. Looking at YGG, Yield Guild Games has passed over resistance and is making its way upwards. It's just consolidating around that support level at the moment. ALTS is also looking really good, coming back to support. And GST has got a lot of positive momentum here. I'd like to thank all the very kind and generous community members who reached out and bought me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/cryptotradingks. Thank you so much. Yeah. I am you, them. Thank you, my friend. Mark. Ken, every day I can't wait to hear you talking about the markets. Thanks so much, Mark. Incredible calmness. Thanks a lot for being part of my life. To all the community, I think you're the most incredible people. I love doing what I do because of you. I'd just like to extend a very heartfelt thank you to everyone inside the community. Thank you, Mark. That's really nice. June, you are loved and appreciated. Oh, June, you're so sweet. That's very lovely. June says that we're making a positive difference in people's lives. That's so beautiful. Thank you, June. Bruno from Switzerland. Hi, Bruno. Thanks again for all the time, effort, passion, and love you put into your videos. Thank you, my friend. And basically, Bruno's going to be in row 1, seat number 3 of the masterclass. Well done, Bruno. 1 minute daily. I appreciate that you sharing your trading and life experience with us. 1 minute daily has gained a slightly better understanding of the macro environment as well. Mastering the markets will probably be a lifelong process. I'm glad I've taken the first steps with your help. Thank you so much, my friend. That's really nice. Vicente, always thank you. A pleasure to listen to your videos. I'm in zone 3. You're awesome. Fantastic, Vicente. I'm so happy. I just want to let you know on the post section, later on today, I'm going to put out the 4th Coffee Club video. Just each month, what I do, as a sign of my appreciation and gratitude for the very nice people that have bought me a coffee, I put out just a special post. If you're a Coffee Club member, the way to access them is just to go to the post tab, and then you'll see I basically put Coffee Club 003 together. This was from the last month. I'll be putting a new coffee club video that I think you're going to find really interesting up later today. There are 3 videos in this coffee club video 1, and a little bit of a story about my background as well. Thank you so much, everyone. I'd also like to thank all the community members who've reached out expressing interest in the upcoming masterclass. In the masterclass, we will be talking about Rule 174, but in depth. The trend in depth, the timing in depth, and trigger for the first time. I can't go through trigger on the main channel because without the right foundation, people will disadvantage themselves. That's why after so many months and months and months of people asking me to put something together, I've finally done that and doing the masterclass materials now. If you're interested in the masterclass, please email me to gain a substantial discount. You can just email ken@kenstanfield.com. Stanfield has 2 D's in it. Double D. Ken likes to stand in the field, so that's ken@kenstanfield.com. And if you've sent an email or a Twitter or a Facebook message or anything else, and I have not managed to respond to you, please send a gentle reminder to me. I would really much appreciate it. There's been an absolutely overwhelming response, and I'd like to thank the community. I just can't help feel that I've overlooked a couple of people. If I have, I'm so sorry. If you could just reach out by email, I'll certainly lock in that wonderful discount for you. In the community, we talk about real wealth. To attain real wealth, you must overcome setbacks, losses, and disappointment. Life can be a really tough road. We all get personal setbacks, losses, and disappointment. When you can focus through the eyes of a trader and investor on just overcoming those setbacks and losses and disappointment, that's just the tuition fee of life. It happens to all of us. You can embrace real wealth. It's really easy to get angry and disappointed with things that happen, especially in investing and trading. One wonderful way to get out of anger really quickly is to replace anger with gratitude and appreciation. There's always something wonderful to look at in this world. You can find it. To master the markets and master life, it's important to understand that you are worthy and unique. You deserve kindness, love, meaning, and every success in life. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing and liking this video if you think it will help others. Thank you to our moderators for keeping our community safe from scammers. If you're new to the community, please reach out and say hi. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market, please subscribe to YouTube. I've left helpful links in the description of this video. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.